Welcome to the ride. I understand you're handy with the slow motion control. I'm afraid that won't do you much good down on the floor you're headed to. How many people will be playing? All by yourself? Well, no worries. There'll be enough trivia and comedy for 3 humans. How many questions would you like to play? 7 or 21? 13? Okay, great. May I have your name, please? Really? Is that right? Well, that's rather interesting. You have the same name as one of the 12 apostles. I need to remind you that your buzzer is the letter B. I'm so sorry to say that our time together is finally over. Enjoy your ride.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide. This episode of You Don't Know Jack is sponsored by the Backwards Christian Lyrics Coalition. We'll find a satanic reference in your children's music, whether it's there or not. And now, here's your host, Cookie!
Okay, welcome. So, you'd let the kids watch the naughty cartoons, huh? Well, let's see how much we can slip past the censors. All right, practice saying the 7 naughty words, and let's take on censorship. Hey, buzz into selective value. This one's called censorship. More like censorship. We'll be kicking around $5,128 on this question. Here you go. If today's censors had the same job duties as the first Roman censors, which of these would they be doing? Torturing the Doors, photographing Robert Mapplethorpe, sentencing the Smothers Brothers to prison, or counting copies of Hustler? 41, 42. How does she do that? That's disgusting. Don't look. The original censors took census, which means they counted things. Then they took a break to read the articles. Hit your buzzer to choose the value of the next question. Here's your category. Keep your censorship off my private parts. You know, political correctness has gotten way out of hand. There's even a human muscle named the PC muscle. If you're having problems with your PC muscle, what's the best PC term to use in describing it? The urinarily challenged muscle, the anally capable muscle, the mammarily fixated muscle, or the muscles from Brussels? Urinarily challenged. Wow, looks like you're quite the cunning linguist. The PC muscle, or the pubococcygeal muscle, controls the flow of urine from the bladder and contributes to greater sexual pleasure in women, without offending anyone at all. Hit your buzzer to select the value. Hey, can't be too disappointed with that. Here's your category. Censorship and hardwood. Let's get going. If you tie a blue ribbon around the old oak tree, what cause are you supporting? Freedom of religion, freedom of the press, freedom of expression online, or NAMBLA? Oh, look what I have here, the correct answer. The Blue Ribbon Campaign is for free speech online. You should consider publishing photos of your oak tree on your homepage, because none of the online freaks will ever go outside to see it. All right, bang your buzzer and grab the highest. Coming up. I'll wash your thesaurus out with soap. Here's the question. Which of these is not a dirty word? Slatternly, abluted, bedraggled, or squalid? Abluted means washed clean. So it's not really dirty, unless you say something is f***ing abluted. Now select the highest value and... Alright, you could win a lot of cash on this one, or for that matter, lose a lot. Well, I for one am very excited. We have a dis or dat question. And this dis or dat questions category is... I see no evil, but I can smell it a mile away. Okay, I'm gonna list off 7 people, and for each one, I want you to tell me if they're someone who sees no evil, someone who hears no evil, or someone who neither sees nor hears evil. As each one comes up, if it's someone who just sees no evil, press 1. If it's someone who just hears no evil, press 2. Press 3 if it's both. If you're not sure, press 4. You're going to get some money for each right answer, and you're going to lose some for each one you get wrong or that you don't get to. Okay, you have 30 seconds to get all of them, and keep an eye on the wire. When it fills up, you're done. Let's do it. Stevie Wonder sees no evil. Marley Matlin. Helen Keller. Oedipus. Ray Charles. Ludwig von Beethoven. The Who's Tommy. You dropped a couple, but I've seen worse. Let's check out your total. That's what your current score looks like. Let's keep going. The category is Tipper Gore. So, you want to see the question? Yeah, me too. Here we go. Say Tipper Gore treats her husband Al to a $50 dinner. If Tipper Gore is a good tipper, what is the smallest amount she should leave as a tip? $5, $7.50, $8.75, or $10?
You'll want to put some ice on that.
You should have picked this. $7.50. Yeah, that'd be the customary 15% tip, which leaves her and Al just enough money to buy a few Two Live Crew albums to burn when they get home. All right, it's time to choose the value of the question. Let's do it. Your category is... I understand moral, but what's turpitude? You know that song by Ice-T called Cop... Hey, lady, you can't come in here. What are you Hey, don't put the... What are you... Ow! I'm covered in stickers. Here, look at this. Ow, my short hairs. Parental advisory, explicit lyrics. Who's going around slapping these stickers on everything? The FCC, the NRA, the PMRC, or the PCP? Good Tipper Gore and the Parents Music Resource Center campaign for the little warning labels on albums. And I have half a mind to take this sticker and shove it up the ass of those mother goody-goody, no good, have nothing better to do head, moral majority monkey suckers with a frozen boot. Now, there's an explicit warning. Okay, select the value of the question. Holy something! Here's your category. You have the right to remain silent and minty. And right this way, please. What issue would Scope's monkey trial most likely involve? Slander of the healing power of mouthwash, bootlegging, rinsing, and spitting, immigrating bacteria that causes bad breath, or the evolution of green coloring? The original Scopes monkey trial took place when enlightened Tennesseans jailed biology teacher John Scopes for teaching evolution. Apparently, creationists also believe that fresh breath is an act of God. All right, buzz in for the... I like to call this category... My fellow congressman, try the veal. Get your buzzer finger ready. Here we go. Considering the specific issue to which congressional gag rules pertained, which of these gag artists' acts would be censored? Rip Taylor organizing a union, Henny Youngman petitioning against slavery, Milton Berle lobbying for Medicare, or Red Skelton dodging the draft? It all started when a congressman from South Carolina stood up and proclaimed, "Take his freedom, please." Until they were deemed unconstitutional, gag rules in the House of Representatives prevented members from considering anti-slavery petitions. Okay, hit your... Excuse me, I think you just stepped in roadkill. All right, let let me tell you how this game works. You're going to see different pairs that are somehow related. And you're going to see a series of items that may or may not connect the pair. Buzz in if you think an item correctly joins the pair. I'll give you $1,000 if you're correct, but beware, you lose 1,000 every time you're wrong. And at the end, there's going to be a bonus question worth some bonus cash. Let's just say you should pay close attention to all the correct answers. Is that clear? Good. Let's hit it. An essay in blank or plastic bag. What unites these two? Score. Washington State and blanky blank pecker. Turns into diamond and blank miner's daughter. Cars use it and beans cause it. Tampa NHL team and go greased blank. Depressed Michigan City and skin blank equals miser. Score. To coordinate and blank box cars. All right, let's go for the bonus. What do all the correct answers have in common? Are they all NWA album titles, elements of the periodic table, public utilities, tennis terms, fire starting? That's it, count it. Everything you need to burn a bunch of bucks. All right, there it is. Let's keep moving. Okay, give it up for Comstocks and bondage. Okay, play ball. If you don't put much stock in the Comstock law, what will you probably do? Stage pornographic performance art, take pornographic photos of yourself, publish pornographic photos on the internet, or mail porno mags to your buddies. Here's the one you wanted. Also known as the Federal Anti-Obscenity Act, the Comstock law bans the mailing of indecent materials. You know, it was just too distracting for the postal carriers. Hit your buzzer to select the value you want. This one's called Low Prices Every Day. You ready? Let's go. Where is Walmart headquartered? Murfreesboro, Bentonville, Arkansas. Yep, that'd be Bentonville, all right. Right there in Arkansas. Now select the... Welcome to the Jack Attack. I'm going to be throwing a bunch of words up on the screen. Buzz in when you see two items on the screen that match. Each time you're right, you make money. Each time you're wrong, you lose it. Now here's the thing. Not any two items that go together are necessarily a match. Remember the clue. It's got to be a match that fits this clue. Sensory overload. And do not forget, the match has to fit the clue. Alright, here we go. So close. Just as well no one was around to see it anyway.
Why aren't those earnings projections on my desk?
Has this happened to you? We can help. We're SkyFib. Using an advanced network of satellites and messaging pagers, SkyFib provides you with instant context-appropriate excuses.
Taylor, I'm still waiting for those earnings projections. Why don't you have them?
Excuse me, my pager. I had to go to Lamaze class.
You're pregnant? Well, okay.
SkyFib can help in any situation.
Honey, Tammy said she saw you going into the bowling alley last night. Weren't you working late?
I was, doing a bowl-a-thon for kids with smallpox.
Oh, honey, I'm so impressed.
And you'd be impressed to know who uses SkyFib.
Mr. President, did you have an extramarital affair with that woman?
Oral sex is not adultery.
Let SkyFib help you today.
But honey, wasn't smallpox eliminated in the 70s?
I just, wanted the kids to have a transmission error. I'm dead, aren't I?
Oh, yes.
Time now for a page from the success journey with motivational speaker and full-time dreamer, Dr. Harvey Bass.
Let me tell you the story of a small farm boy from Alaska. He grew up in poverty, often cold, often hungry, many times forced to eat his own hair for sustenance. His father, a proud man, eked out a living raising caribou and selling their hooves to be made into pencil erasers. The father expected his son to take over the family business. Well, this bright, ambitious boy had a different idea. He had what I like to call a dream. The boy, at the tender age of 12, rented a car and drove from Alaska to a small island off the coast of Florida. There, he fulfilled his dream of growing a beard, smoking big cigars, and talking in a funny accent. Yes, that man is better known to you and me as billionaire entrepreneur and respected world leader Wilford Brimley.
This has been a page from the success journey with Dr. Harvey Bass. From the pure mountain spring waters of Colorado to the whispering wheat fields of Montana comes whole, natural, yummy goodness. Whole, natural, yummy goodness comes in 846 nature-bursting flavors, including brand new sparkling flavin. Whole, natural, yummy goodness is made with the freshest ingredients known to science. If wrapped and stored in a cool, dry place, whole, natural, yummy goodness will become a treat passed on for generations. Whole, natural, yummy goodness from Mother Nature to your table via our laboratories. Whole, natural, yummy goodness from Organico, an Arthur Daniels Heartland company.
How many times has this happened to you?
Daddy, what's the difference between absolute and relative surplus value according to Marx?
Go play with this ball, honey.
Middle-class buffoon.
Well, it won't happen again.
Look what I have for you, sugar.
The illustrated Das Kapital. Thanks, Daddy.
You're welcome, sweetie.
Brightly colored pictures help me understand the general law of capitalist accumulation. And the pop-up stick figures tell me all about heterogeneous and serial manufacture.
Yep.
There's even a scratch and sniff chapter about machinery and modern industry.
That's right, honey.
Daddy, you're the greatest. Now, can you tell me how the expression of female sexuality can challenge the patriarchal order?
I love you, pumpkin.
The illustrated Das Kapital. Also available, the Gross Anatomy Book of Cutout Dolls and the Kama Sutra playset.
Tickets for her and a friend to a Spice Girls concert, $80. An autographed jersey of his favorite athlete, $240. The latest video game system, $150. Surveillance photos of their mom's new boyfriend with another woman, $400. Every other weekend of your children's undying love, priceless. Money can't buy your kids' love, but with Platinum Credit Master, you can charge it.
So, you think you know sushi? You and your other Yope-spawn friends think you know sushi. Well, you don't know sushi at all, not a wee bloody bit. Oh, you can sit in your fancy $70 a plate sushi cafes and impress your other human scabby friends and order California roll and think you're the sheep's wool. Well, you're nothing. You're sushi juniors and you make me sick. So from now on, you order sushi the real way, the proper way. You get McLeod sushi, or you don't eat it at all. McLeod's only uses real haggis. None of this simpy wimpy fish snot. We only use haggis, good Scottish minced haggis. And if you know it's good for you, you'll eat it too. So stop being a baby doll freak loser and leave that hair mousse alone because you're eating McLeod sushi from now on.
Welcome aboard Advance Airlines. airlines. Sit back, relax. Our friendly flight crew will take excellent care of you.
Here, sir. Your seatbelt needs to be good and tight.
Excuse me, ma'am. Would you care for a foot massage?
We want your flight to be an extremely pleasurable and memorable experience.
I'll gladly help you stow your tray table, sir. I'll just need to sit on your lap.
May I put my arm around you, sir? Would you like to join our Mile High Club?
At Advance Airlines, we're getting our customers off the ground.
The catcher signal called for a brushback high and inside, but when I looked down at my bracelet, I thought, what would Satan do? So I beamed him in the head and turned all the fans' hot dogs into snakes.
Satanko.
Uh-oh, sounds like someone's drunk again.
I can drive fine. Give me my keys.
This week on another uproarious episode of Mean Drunk, Miriam doesn't hide David's scotch bottle well enough.
I should have married your sister.
And David's boss tries to get him to help himself.
Stick your 12 steps up your ass.
So tune in for another laugh-filled episode of Mean Drunk and see the show that America's Bar Guide called the most entertaining hour on television.
The f*** you looking at?